On the news tonight, President Muhammadu Buhari on 2-day working visit to Ebonyi State inaugurates several projects sing praises of the government. Senator Ibikule Amosu, former governor of Ogun State, joins presidential race for 2023 officially declares interest. Good evening and welcome to NTA Ijebu Ode News at 7. I'm Amotola Adokai Ogundele and here are the details of the news. Governor David Umahi of Ebonyi State is said to have carved a niche in the area of infrastructural development, which is a crucial factor for economic prosperity. This came to the fore as President Muhammadu Buhari, who is on a 2-day working visit to the state, inaugurated several projects. Chika Okori reports that the president was impressed with what he met on ground. The report.
President Muhammadu Buhari proceeded immediately after landing at the Akanebiam International Airport, Enugu, to Ubru, the hometown of Governor David Umahi of Ebonyi State, in the company of other stakeholders who accorded him a warm welcome. Apart from inspecting the guard of honor, the president was received by jubilant crowd at every spot. Traversing parts of the state, President Buhari inaugurated several life-touching projects such as the flyover bridges, King David University of Medical Sciences, Ubru, and East Teaching Hospital, as well as the President Muhammadu Buhari launch at yet-to-be-completed Ebonyi State International Airport.
I'm impressed with this performance. It's a job that really looks it will last. I congratulate you, and I'm pleased being associated with it.
Governor David Umahi, who appreciated the presidential visit, attributed his modest achievements to the healthy relationship between the state and the federal government.
The essence of this is to cut down on medical tourism, and that's why on this level of completion I came and requested His Excellency Mr. President to take it over, because definitely it's beyond the scope of any state to run. You have left a lot of mark which will never be forgotten in the development of this center, which you're already very proud of, sir.
The 2-day working visit of the president will be rounded off during an interaction with the leaders of the Southeast Zone. In Abakaliki, Chika Okore, NTA News.
Senator Ibikule Amosu is not just convinced it can consolidate on the gains of democracy, but can strengthen the bonds of national togetherness with insecurity, agriculture, and poverty reduction. Some of his area of attention. The senator in Abuja today officially declared to contest for the presidential ticket of the All Progressive Congress (APC). Charles Arthur reports.
Nigerians are calling and moving towards making a choice regarding who leads them come 2023, and have received sufficient response from aspirants across board. Former governor of Ogun State and serving senator in the 9th Assembly, Ibikule Amosu of All Progressive Congress (APC), whom colleagues in the Senate, friends and supporters say has proven himself in and outside the government cycle, has decided to join the race for the presidential ticket in 2023 general election in consolidation of the gains of democracy of President Muhammadu Buhari.
I, Senator Ibikule Oyelaja Oluwatoyin Agbowu Durorike Mohammed Idris, to ask you, my dear compatriots, particularly members of our great party, the All Progressive Congress, to support my bid for the presidential ticket of our great party, APC.
The presidential aspirant said he possesses a wide range of experience to provide the needed leadership and redouble effort to mobilize and confront the security challenges and threats to economic development in Nigeria.
Our goal, therefore, will be to build a growing, globally competitive and inclusive economy for all Nigerians.
Office, I'm sure, is something that is doing out of conviction, and he has demonstrated this in previous assignments.
Senator Ibikule said he will strengthen the foundation of the federal system to provide a pathway to harnessing Nigeria's enormous potential and form partnerships and international alliance in realization of his lofty plans for Nigeria. Charles Alpha, NTA News.
Newly registered voters in the first and second quarters of the continuous voter registration are now collecting their permanent voter cards (PVC) just as the electoral body intensifies efforts at capturing more eligible registrants. Correspondent Tokwe Alabi monitored the exercise at the INEC office in Ilaro and brought back these updates. The report.
The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) in Ogun State is now handing over permanent voter cards to newly registered voters who registered during the first and second quarter of the continuous voter registration (CVR) exercise between June and December 2021. The exercise began on Monday, April 25, 2022.
I registered last year, but I've collected it now.
I came here to collect my PVC. Yes, I have collected it. I will use my voter's card to vote wisely.
INEC's electoral officer in Ilaro, Kemisola Adaramola, who advised newly registered voters to come and collect their cards, maintained that the policy of no PVC, no voting will be implemented during the 2023 general election.
We are still distributing cards to people that's yet to collect. My advice to them is that without PVC, no election. They should come now to register. If you know that you have not yet registered, just come now. This is the last quarter.
In the meantime, the final quarter of the continuous voter registration (CVR) has commenced in all the 20 INEC local government offices in the state. And here in Ilaro, Yoruba South local government area of Ogun State, prospective voters are taking advantage of the opportunity to get registered.
I lost it some years back, so I want to do another one. Before, I think it was not necessary, but now I think it's necessary as a citizen to have your voter's card.
Those who are yet to be registered are already coming to the INEC office to get themselves captured in the ongoing continuous voter registration exercise, while those who have registered in the first and second quarter are already coming to collect their PVC. Expectations are that more voters will be captured before the end of the exercise in August. From the INEC office in Ilaro, Tokwe Alabi, NTA News.
You're still watching NTA Ijebu Ode News at 7. Do stay with us. Don't go away.
My people, 20,000 naira bonus with your glamour and enjoy up to 20,000 free bonus.
I think I want to link this to my NIN to my glory.
That was simple now. Call 109 now, or just dial star 109 hash, or you can just text your NIN to 109. Lot of people like us will not get NIN at all. What can any glow one and register? Bonus free.
Abego, how Mr. Fiti can join this 20,000 naira?
Whether you be old or new glow customer, collect your whoop now when we say in the hot. Bonus free.
No, I don't receive my own bonus. No, thank you.
Up to 20,000. Bonus free.
Welcome back. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) and the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration (NAFDAC) are recommending stringent measures and the support of the public to curb the increasing burden of drug abuse in Nigeria. The two government agencies who were currently analyzing the war against drug abuse in Nigeria on NTA's current affairs program Good Morning Nigeria reaffirmed commitment to scale up their efforts. Olusheye Adiago completes the story.
25 containers of tramadol. We have a software that we can use to track whatever containers are coming into the country. For the past 4.5 years, we have been strengthening our own system, because if the system is not strengthened, all sorts of things will happen.
Director General of NAFDAC, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, there explaining serious nationwide enforcement activities our agency has been involved in to improve the fight against drug abuse. For Femi Babafemi, Director Media and Advocacy NDLEA, and Chuks Akamadu, President, Center for Ethical Rebate among Nigerian youths, both noted effort at strengthening enforcement and surveillance activities, but admit more needs to be done, especially in the area of farming up on existing drug laws, including stiffer penalties for offenders and better security at the country's borders.
The NDLA of today, the new NDLA, is not just going after the drugs, the suspects, but far beyond, going after their assets.
We need a holistic action. We need the public buy-in. It's not just about what are the respective states doing. The NDLEA Amendment Act that is before the National Assembly, why are they sitting on it?
The guests were unanimous in their submissions that the burden of drug abuse is becoming a public health concern in Nigeria, and agencies that checkmate trafficking of illicit drugs should not relent. In Abuja, Olusheye Adiagbo, NTA News.
For the spirit of road accidents to be reduced to the barest minimum, it is germane to ensure roadworthiness of vehicles plying the nation's road. This is why the Vehicle Inspection Office in Ijebu Ode is encouraging residents of the state to ascertain the status of their vehicles. Correspondent Joel Popola was at the Vehicle Inspection Office and now reports.
Vehicle inspection in Ogun State is now computerized in line with global best practice to ascertain the efficiency of various parts of the vehicle. The VIO office in Ijebu Ode has been in the forefront of actualizing this mandate. Zonal Commander Ogun East VIS, Engineer Samuel Adewale Ogundele, said the VIS is equipped with all necessary facilities to serve motorists.
Three things that are causing accidents are the human factor, the mechanical factor, and also the environmental factor. And the human factor is the driver, the human being, and also the mechanical factor has to do with your vehicle. So, and here in the computerized inspection center, the major test we carried out here, number one is we carry what is called emission test. From the emission test, we move to the underneath inspection. That is where we check the upper arm, the lower arms, the shaft, and all those stuff. Then we move to what is called the beam, the headlight test, checking the intensity of the lighting. Then we check the alignment. We move to the suspension test. We also have what is called brake performance test. So we carry them out here.
Engineer Ogundele, who conducted NTA crew around the facilities, said the process are broken down into various stages, which include the visual inspection test, emission test, to ascertain the strength of the engine, brake performance, shock absorber, alignment, headlamp, among other tests. The result of the tests are out immediately the test is done, which should be either pass or fail.
So what we need to do is to call the owner of the vehicle, tell him the reason why the vehicle failed the test, and we ask him to go and meet with the mechanic. Instead of mechanic carrying out what is called trial and error on your vehicle, you know exactly where to work on. Once the fault has been rectified, you still have opportunity to bring the vehicle for the inspection.
Owners of vehicles that failed the test are advised to go and fix their vehicles, having ascertained where the fault lies. Referral notes, which can be obtained at the VIS office in Ijebu Ode and other locations, comes as a cost based on the class of the vehicle.
It's not free of charge, depending on the category of the vehicle. For instance, now for this car, the referral note for this car is 2,600, and it is part of, when you want to renew your paper, it is part of the payments for the renewal of your papers.
Compliance of members of the public is no doubt essential to have a hitch-free vehicular movement devoid of accidents. In Ijebu Ode, Joel Popola, NTA News.
And that does it on the news for tonight. But before we go, let's take a look at some of the major stories. President Muhammadu Buhari on Tuesday walking visit to Ebonyi State inaugurated several projects. Senator Ibikula Amosu, former governor of Ogun State, joins presidential race for 2023. Thanks for staying with us. The Yoruba translation of the news comes up immediately with Abiodun Ajibola. Just stay with us. Don't worry.
kókó inú ìròyìn ti àṣálẹ́ òní. Aláṣẹ Muhammad Buhari nínú àbẹ̀wò ọlọ́jọ́ méjì rẹ̀ lọ sí ìpínlẹ̀ Ebonyi ó gbé oríyìn fún gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ náà lórí àwọn iṣẹ́ àkànṣe tí ó ń lọ lọ́wọ́. Sẹ́nitọ̀ Ìbíkúnlé Amósù ẹni tí í ṣe gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn tẹ́lẹ̀ rí ti fi èrò ọkàn rẹ̀ hàn láti díje dupò ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ní ọdún 2023. Ẹ káalẹ́ ìsìnkú ọrọ̀ ajé òní. Ìròyìn tàṣálẹ́ ló dé sétí gbọ́yìn láti iléeṣẹ́ NTA Ijebu Ode. Ìkànnì alárágbà yìí dá Abíọ́dún Ajíbọ́lá lóníròyìn yín. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ebonyi ìyẹn David Umahi ti ṣàlàyé pé òun ti ṣàwárí àwọn àgbègbè tí ó dára fún iṣẹ́ àkànṣe àti ìdàgbàsókè ìlú tí èyí sì jẹ́ ọ̀pákùntẹ̀lẹ̀ ohun èlò ọrọ̀ ajé. Ẹ̀wẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ yìí wáyé lákòókò àbẹ̀wò ọlọ́jọ́ méjì ààrẹ Buhari sí àwọn ibi iṣẹ́ àkànṣe èyí tí ó ń lọ lọ́wọ́ ní ìpínlẹ̀ náà. Akọ̀ròyìn Chika Okorie nínú ìjábọ̀ ìròyìn rẹ̀ ṣàlàyé pé ààrẹ Buhari kò lè pa ìdùnnú rẹ̀ mọ́ra lórí àwọn iṣẹ́ ribiribi tí ó ń lọ lọ́wọ́ ní ìpínlẹ̀ náà. Sẹ́nẹ́tọ̀ Ìbíkúnlé Amósù jẹ́ ẹni tí ó ní ìfẹ́ nínú ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ ìdàgbàsókè àti gbígbé iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ lárugẹ pẹ̀lú ṣíṣèrànwọ́ fún àwọn aláìní. Ṣùgbọ́n ní òní ni sẹ́nẹ́tọ̀ ní ìlú Àbújá fi èrò ọkàn rẹ̀ hàn láti gba tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì ìdíje dupò ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí lábẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC. Charles Alfa ló ṣàtótónu ìròyìn yìí wálé fún wa. Àwọn olùdìbò tuntun tí wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ forúkọ sílẹ̀ nídàá kínní àti kejì ètò ìforúkọsílẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti gba káàdì wọn báyìí gẹ́gẹ́ bí àjọ elétò ìdìbò ti ń fokun fún ìgbìyànjú láti túbọ̀ fi orúkọ àwọn olùdìbò tó ti tó ṣe ìforúkọsílẹ̀. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Tọ́pẹ́ Àlàbí ló bójú wo ètò ìforúkọsílẹ̀ ní ọ́fíìsì àjọ elétò ìdìbò INEC nílùú Ìlaró. Ẹ wo bí ètò náà ṣe lọ.
Àjọ elétò ìdìbò INEC nípínlẹ̀ Ògùn ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní pín àwọn káàdì ìdìbò alálòpẹ́ ìyẹn PVCs fáwọn tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ forúkọ sílẹ̀ lábala kìíní àti ìkejì ìforúkọsílẹ̀ tó wáyé láàrin oṣù kẹfà sí oṣù kejìlá ọdún 2021. Ìgbésẹ̀ yìí ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ọjọ́ kẹẹ̀ẹ́dọ́gbọ̀n oṣù kẹrin ọdún 2022 yìí.
Last year ni mo register but mo ti gba káàdì mi nísìn òun lélẹ̀. Nígbà tí mo ti gbà ń sìn tó bá dásìkò ìdìbò máa fi dìbò.
Mo dẹ̀ ṣe necessary tó yẹ kí n ṣe tí mo fi rí gbà nísìn. Mo ìgbà yìí tí ìdìbò bá fi dé mo bá fi dìbò ni.
Alámòjútó ọ́fíìsì àjọ INEC lágbègbè Ìlaró arábìnrin Kẹ́misọ́lá Adáramọ́lá tó pàrọwà sáwọn olùdìbò tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ forúkọ sílẹ̀ ọ̀hún láti wá tètè gba káàdì ìdìbò alálòpẹ́ wọn ṣàlàyé wípé láìsí káàdì ìdìbò alálòpẹ́ yìí lọ́wọ́ wọn ò ní láǹfààní àti dìbò lásìkò ìdìbò gbogbogbò ọdún 2023.
A tún fún àwọn èèyàn ní káàdì àwọn tí ò tí ì gba káàdì wọn káàdì alálòpẹ́ yẹn plastic wọn à ń fún àwọn èèyàn ó wà nílẹ̀ báyìí ó pọ̀ wọ́n gbà àwọn tó dẹ̀ ti ṣe registration ní first second quarter that is last year wọ́n wá gba káàdì wọn ó ti dé ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tí ó ṣe transfer kò tí ì dé o fresh registration nìkan ló ì dé.
Ní báyìí abala àṣekágbá ìforúkọsílẹ̀ àwọn olùdìbò ló ń lọ lọ́wọ́ láwọn ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan ogún ọ́fíìsì àjọ elétò ìdìbò ọ̀hún yíká ìpínlẹ̀ yìí. Ọgbà bẹ́ẹ̀ làwọn ará ìlú tí ò tí ì forúkọ wọn sílẹ̀ fún ìdí kan tàbí òmíì ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ gba ọ́fíìsì àjọ náà lọ tó wà nílùú Ìlaró láti lọ jàǹfààní náà.
Mo ṣe transfer láti Èkó wá sí Ìlaró láti lè máa dìbò.
Mo sọ voters card mi nù bí ọdún kan sẹ́yìn wọ́n ti ń dá mi lóhùn mo ti fẹ́ ṣe mí.
Mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbà for the first time ni and tẹ́lẹ̀ reason tí mi ò ṣe gbà ni pé mi ò rò pé ó wà necessary but with time mo come láti realize pé mo need kí n lè vote.
Gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ṣe ń rí àwọn tí ò tí forúkọ wọn sílẹ̀ tí wọ́n wá ń forúkọ sílẹ̀ táwọn tó ti ní káàdì ìdìbò alálòpẹ́ wọn náà tí wọ́n wá ń gbà ìrètí ni wípé ọ̀gọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ará ìlú tí ò tí forúkọ wọn sílẹ̀ ni yóò ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ kí àsìkò tí àjọ elétò ìdìbò là kalẹ̀ fún kọ́tà tó ń parí yóò fi parí ní oṣù kẹjọ. Láti Ìlaró, Tọ́pẹ́ Àlàbí ló ń jábọ̀ ròyìn fún iléeṣẹ́ NTA.
Ní báyìí a ó sẹ́mi mojú ẹ̀ fọ̀rọ̀ sí ti ráńpẹ́ ìròyìn ṣì ń tẹ̀síwájú sí i.
Mom, please
take me to NTA Ijebu Ode for Children's Day party.
Really? Yes. NTA Ijebu Ode, your heritage station, is at it again, celebrating Children's Day in grand style. There will be lots to eat and drink, games, dancing competition, match pass, fashion parade, cultural dance, and lots more. Date is 27th May 2022. Time is 11 in the morning. Gate fee 1,300 naira per child. Mommies, daddies, bring your children to NTA Ijebu Ode to come and have fun. For more inquiries, call Ajuwon on 080 68196602 or Tola on 080 65542413. Happy Children's Day.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ padà. Àwọn àjọ tí ó ń gbógun ti egbògi olóró pẹ̀lú àwọn àjọ èyí tí ó ń fòǹtẹ̀lù àwọn oúnjẹ gbogbo ti ṣàkúnwá àwọn ará ìlú láti dẹ́kun àṣìlò oògùn olóró ní orílẹ̀-èdè yìí tí ṣíyànnàná àwọn àṣìlò oògùn lórí ètò kan lórí amóhùnmáwòrán ti NTA èyí tí a mọ̀ sí ẹ káàárọ̀ ọmọ Nàìjà ti ṣàtẹnumọ́ dídẹ́kun àwọn àṣìlò egbògi olóró. Olúṣèyí Adéagbo ló jábọ̀ ìròyìn. Fún ṣíṣe ẹ̀dínkù ìjàmbá ọkọ̀ lójú pópó, àwọn àjọ tó ń rí sí ètò ìrìnnà ọkọ̀ ti gba àwọn awakọ̀ gbogbo lámọ̀ràn láti máa ṣe àyẹ̀wò àwọn ọkọ̀ wọn. Akọ̀ròyìn wájú ẹ̀pẹ́pọ̀ ọlá bá àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ẹ̀ka ètò ìrìnnà ọkọ̀ náà wà níbi àyẹ̀wò ọkọ̀. Ẹ gbọ́ ìròyìn náà síwájú sí i.
Nǹkan tá à ń ṣe níbí ni wípé ibi ni a ti máa ń ṣe àyẹ̀wò ọkọ̀ ibi ni a ti máa ń ṣe àyẹ̀wò ọkọ̀ fún àwọn ọkọ̀ láti rí wípé àwọn ọkọ̀ wa wọ́n dángájíá lójú pópó torí gbogbo ara rí bí ìjàmbá ọkọ̀ bó ṣe ń ṣe àwọn èèyàn léṣe ó ń pààyàn ó ń ṣe àwọn èèyàn di aláàbọ̀ ara gẹ́gẹ́ bí iléeṣẹ́ tiwa vehicle inspection services a ò fẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn wa a fẹ́ máa pàdánù àwọn èèyàn wa nítorí ìjàmbá ọkọ̀ èyí la ṣe ní kí àwọn èèyàn wa kán gbé àwọn ọkọ̀ wọn wá sí ọ́fíìsì wa níjẹ̀bú Òde ń bí thank God wípé ibi ti di zonal command so wá gbé àwọn ọkọ̀ wa fún àyẹ̀wò àwọn nǹkan tá a dẹ̀ ń yẹ̀wò ni wípé à ń ṣe emission test láti wo engine di àwọn smoke tó ń jáde fún tó ń jáde ń bẹ̀ ṣé ó wà harm to the community to the society then tá a bá kúrò ń bẹ̀ à ń yí àgbégbá àwọn abẹ́ ọkọ̀ à ń wo gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tó wà ń bẹ̀ bóyá àwọn ọ̀dẹ àwọn nọ́ọ̀tì dáadáa àbí wọn àwọn nǹkan kan wà tó yẹ pé nígbà tó lọ sílé mechanic bóyá wọn ò ṣe wọn dáadáa àwa máa discover gbogbo ẹ̀ níbí láti bẹ̀ a tún ṣe àyẹ̀wò iná àwọn gbogbo àmọ́ bí iná ṣe ṣe pàtàkì nínú ọkọ̀ àgbo hàn àgbo wiper àsìkò òjò láwa yìí sí òjò tí fẹ́ máa rọ̀ gbogbo àwọn wipers wa wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ máa ṣiṣẹ́ dáadáa so láti ìgbà yẹn náà à ń ṣe alignment test à ń ṣe suspension test à ń ṣe brake performance test gbogbo àwọn nǹkan yẹn là ń carry out níbí tí a bá dẹ̀ ti rí àwọn èsì report bá jáde wàá fún yín pé èsì inspection tó bá jáde wọ́n á ní kẹ́lẹ́ wò ó then kẹ́bẹ̀ lọ ṣe gba àwọn àyẹ̀wò tó bá yẹ kẹ́ ṣe ẹ lọ sọ́dọ̀ àwọn mẹkáníìkì yín kẹ́ ṣe àtúnṣe tó bá yẹ kẹ́ ṣe tẹ́ bá ti ṣe ẹgbẹ́ padà wá kọ́jú òdìpó lọ sórí pópó lẹ́yìn èyí à á fún wọn ní roadworthiness certificate.
Ká tó kalẹ̀ lórí àga ìròyìn tàṣálẹ́ òní ẹ gbọ́ àwọn kókó inú rẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i. Aláṣẹ Muhammadu Buhari nínú àbẹ̀wò ọlọ́jọ́ méjì rẹ̀ lọ sí ìpínlẹ̀ Ebonyi ó gbé oríyìn fún gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ náà lórí àwọn àṣẹ àkànṣe tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́. Lákòótán sẹ́nẹ́tọ̀ Ìbíkúnlé Amósù ẹni tí ń ṣe gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn tẹ́lẹ̀ rí ti fi èrò ọkàn rẹ̀ hàn láti díje dupò ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ní ọdún 2023 tó kì í dùn kó pọ̀ ṣókí báyìí lọ bẹ oge. Níbí la ó rí mọ fún ròyìn tàṣálẹ́ òní láti iléeṣẹ́ NTA Ijebu Ode ìkànnì alárágbà yìí dá èmi oníròyìn yín Abíọ́dún Ajíjọlá Ànábì ló ń dágbére fún yín pé ká tún fèrè pàdé.